Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel, and in this video I'll be speaking about basket orders in Sentinel platform from Zerodha. Now before I begin today's session, I just want to give you a hint and the reason why I'm making this video. Few weeks ago I did make a video on Sentinel Zerodha, and I didn't talk about this particular option much. I did say that I will speak about in another video. However, there was a feedback from one of our subscribers that I missed that part. But I actually, in the video, I did tell that this is a part which I need to cover in another video, and there was a reason. That was basically an article from Zerodha, from which it was mentioned that Sentinel is now available for free, and that's the reason basically I wanted to give you an overview about the Sentinel platform itself, and not to get into the specifics about it. So let's start today's session here. So this video is for that person here, and thank you so much for the feedback, and here is the video for you. So what are baskets? Now first of all, basket orders, there is a video, there are a couple of few videos which I have made in the past about basket orders in general itself. So what are basket orders? Basket orders are nothing but it's a complete basket of orders. That means stop loss, target, and trailing stop loss. All these options are available in one basket order. Basically, that's the reason it is called basket. That means one of the criteria fulfills, then it basically that means if you create a buy signal, then your order is executed, and then based on the target and the stop loss what you have placed, whichever comes first, the whole basket will be closed off or squared off. So that means you don't have to worry. If you are a working professional, you don't have to worry about seeing the target, whether target came first or the stop loss came first. Now this might sound confusing for some of you guys who are new to trading world, but it makes sense to people who have already been trading. So basically what happens is, in some of the older trading terminals, whenever you place a buy order, that means I bought a particular stock. What happens is, I need to place another order for stop loss, and I need to place a second order for the target, and I need to keep checking my screen for to check whether my stop loss hit first and the stop loss hit first, or the stop loss, I mean either one of those. So if my stop loss has hit, then I need to remove manually the target order. So it's a continuous monitoring of the system itself, especially in intraday. Now you know very well that we cannot place targets and stop loss for carry forward positions. That means if I'm going to take a position to the next day, then I'm pretty sure that I would not be I cannot place a target or a stop loss either ways. So these basket orders or bracket orders are something called, which is completely used for intraday only. All right, so that's completely BO, bracket orders. That's completely, you can just go through some of the videos here on those basket orders. Now here in Sentinel, what it does is, it's basically it's a group of scripts. They basically, if you have created a trigger itself, you can actually create for example, if you think that you want to buy Tata Motors out at price 160, you don't see trades every day, you don't execute, or you don't trade every day, you don't monitor the markets every day, then it's a great tool to actually create a basket order. So what it does is, it means that if any of your trigger is met, you can actually create a buy order. So let me see. So especially for investment, or even for trading also, trading and investment opportunities. So you can create a basket with cash and carry, limit, buy order, set specific prices for stocks and also others. So these are the basic triggers. So if you would have gone, let me just go to my dashboard here. I think this is just a tool about Sentinel. No, this is the tutorial. Let me go through it and show you exactly what I mean by these kind of triggers. So in my previous video, I did mention about the triggers. If I create a trigger, okay. So this is a demo account, so I don't have to check on it. So if my trigger is, for example, last traded price for State Bank of India is greater than, for example, the current market price, the last traded price is around 343, if I'm correct. So if this is, for example, 400, then buy SBI. All right. So I mean, I'm sorry, this is the name of the trigger which you are creating. So just like before, so that you actually recall it. So if you are creating multiple triggers, triggers are this name is for your reference. Something like saving a person's name in your phone book on your mobile. So you would actually, of course, you would remember by someone's by name, but if you have two people by the same name, you would actually add some kind of reference point. For example, Mr. A and the company name or things like that, or the place name, so that you can actually recall it as a reference point. So here, if you create 10 triggers, this name should actually help you identify that this trigger was created for buying SBI or buying a particular stock. That is the reason. In this talk here, I am creating a trigger that as soon as State Bank of India price of State Bank of India is greater than 400 rupees, I would buy. So first, let me create a trigger here. Trigger created, and if you click here to create a basket and link with this trigger. So here it is. So this trigger, now you can, as I told you, just the trigger name is SBI, State Bank of India. That does not mean that you cannot create this, because sometimes there is a pairs trading strategy, which I will speak probably on another topic. For example, if you think SBI stock price increases, that means you can expect the Bank Nifty to go up. So you can actually buy Bank Nifty on that particular day. So here Bank Nifty futures, or this is just an example. Buy for MIS and quantity is 20. And yes, market, and then you can click on trigger. So this is already triggered now. Say the name of your basket before saving. So I have not saved the name of the basket. Okay, so this is created. Sorry, I have not. This is for the new order. So in this way, as you told, the trigger is already created, and the trigger is created here. And so as soon as the stock prices goes 400, it will buy Bank Nifty or things like that. So in this way you can actually create a relation. You can even create it for buying that particular stock also. Obviously, that is probably the simplest way of creating a trigger and the name of the basket. So if you are planning to buy State Bank of India as soon as it crosses 400, then you can actually create a trigger. Now you can actually create cash and carry and MIS orders, that is intraday square off. That means it will be squared off in the intraday itself. So these are some of the triggers which you can create. It's pretty simple. That means a trigger is created for your reference. So this particular trigger which you created here, it will trigger you and it will alert you, since you have created an alert here. It will alert you on your mobile and also your email, saying that this trigger, the name of this trigger by SBI has been triggered. And if you keep this active, it will also tell you how many times. Once it will give you, and then after that it will also tell you 2 times or 3 times how many times you have it. So this trigger is connected to a basket, and then basket you can combine both of them so that you don't actually have to track markets every day. So that's pretty much about the creating alerts and baskets itself. So there are some advanced triggers too, which you can actually go through it and create on it. And but please be very careful about what kind of triggers you are creating, so that you have an idea. And when you create a trigger, you probably have to just sit and understand what kind of trigger and alert you are creating. And also, please do remember, if it is for a short term, then please do not forget to go back and actually remove this trigger, because otherwise it will not be stopped. Right? So this is extremely very important. So that's pretty much about Sentinel and how to create alerts and how to create basket orders on it. So hope you enjoyed this informative video on this. If you still have any questions related to this, feel free to ask and I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you, and I will see you again on my next video.